The diver that was involved in searching for Nicola Bulley's body has now spoken out. Is he the fall guy or no? What's up, y'all? It's your boy Pascal back at it again with another pop-up video. Be sure to follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and on Twitter, The Pascal Show. One word. Hit that like button down below, and let's not forget to crush that subscribe button if this is your first time checking out this channel right here. Anyway, we got to jump into this story. Now, we already know about Nicola Bulley, how she went missing while she was walking her dog. She was on a phone conference. And she just up and disappeared by a river. Now, there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of theories and all that stuff, even some salaciousness that was leaked out just a little bit ago around her and all this. And of course, everyone was quick to think of anything possible, just trying to find ways to get this young woman home and in one piece, of course. Now there has been a body that was found in the reeds of this river bend, or on this riverbank, just about a mile away from where she went, where she was last seen. And now the person that was involved in actually searching for Nicola, the Specialist Group International, stepped forward, and now they're saying they had some things to say. Now, Peter Felding is the head of the SGI group, all right, this SGI group that specializes in searching for missing people, so on and so forth. They have sonar equipment where they can go through the rivers and lakes and bodies of water to find bodies, to find cars, etc. Right? Now, of course, given the fact that Nicola's body, or her body, has not been identified yet, but there has been remains that have been found in the reeds of this river, a lot of people have been very quick to jump at Peter Felding and the SGI group, basically saying, hey, you guys had opportunities that a lot of us regular people don't have. Maybe you would have been able to find this body weeks before, instead of having a civilian see or find this particular remains in the way that they did. So Felding had to say some things, because he sat there basically saying, I'm not going to be the fall guy. I will not be the scapegoat. I will not be the reason why she was this at least these remains were not found until just recently. So he had some things to say, but of course, I got some articles and stuff to give you guys. So Nicola Bulley, search specialist, Peter Felding, issues statement explaining why he didn't find a body in the river wire. Okay. Now, it says under here, Nicola Bulley's search expert, Peter Felding, said that the sonar equipment would not have penetrated through reeds where a body was discovered. And I think that's a very important piece of information there, right? Now, of course, it's very easy for them to, instantly think that, oh, well, they got sonar equipment. It can do everything underwater, right? It'll be able to go in there and bingo, bango, solve the missing person issue, find the body, get this body out, and case closed. Well, according to what Peter Felding is saying, that's not entirely the case. If the sonar can only do so much, it cannot go through reeds. Okay, it can't go through and do that. The sonar equipment can't read through those particular reeds to find said body. It'll just go haywire in a way. It won't be able to read what it needs to read under the water. So we got to look at this article. Let's take a look at this here really, really quick. We still do not know if the remains that were found in the river are actually hers. But of course, there's a lot of people that are quick to say that it is. And anything's possible, y'all. Anything is very, very possible. Okay. So Peter Felding, the owner of the Specialist Group International, SGI, was asked by Nicola's family to help in the search following her disappearance in Lancashire 3 weeks ago. All right. The SGI group used sonar equipment to scan parts of the river wire where Nicola's phone was found on January 27th. Peter Felding oversaw the underwater search for Nicola across 3 days. Now, of course, a lot of people were very upset about how After 3 days, they packed up their stuff, and he said, she is not in the river. That's what he said. He said it confidently, and he said, she is not in the river. I'm sorry. Good luck to you. Good on you. Hopefully you find her and everything is good, right? But he was adamant about saying that she was not in that river. And I think that's where problem number one starts, okay? Because it now comes back in full circle, right? Now it's coming back to bite him in the butt because there was remains of somebody, which will most likely be Nicola, that was found in the river. Okay, she technically is in the river. She may be, or the remains were in the reeds of the river, but she was in the river. Okay, so I understand that his sonar equipment can only do so much, but at the same time, I could see why some people are feeling some type of way, given the fact that they packed up so quickly. He was very, very adamant about his theory about her not being in this river, and then lo and behold, she's in the river, right? It's not good, okay? It doesn't help his cause. Him being the fall guy, I don't think he should be the fall guy. I'm just going to say that right now. He shouldn't be used as the scapegoat on the many, many things that the police drop the ball on as well, right? It shouldn't only be just on him. That's just not right in my personal opinion. Okay, but let's continue here. All right. So after his search, after his search found nothing, Mr. Faulding said he believed that she was not in the river. Okay, on Sunday, February 19th, Lancashire police confirmed a body had been found in the River Wire. While formal identification is yet to take place, okay, or they have not done anything by police yet. They have not identified her yet. Her family has been informed and are being looked after by specialist officers. Okay, so he, of course, this morning, today, Monday morning, he released a statement explaining why his team did not find Nicola Bulley in the river following the discovery of a body on Sunday. Now, that's a typo right there, okay? He explained that the body was not found in the river, but in the reeds, which sonar equipment does not penetrate. He also added that his team did search the part of the river where this body was discovered for 4 hours on the first day of their search for Nicola, explaining why his equipment would not have found a body. He said the sonar does not penetrate the reeds, and only a riverbank and wade search would have made the discovery due to its location. And his team was not tasked with doing that. He says, my previous comments saying that if she was in the river, I would find her, I still stand, or still stands. My team and I at SGI did all we could to assist this family with only our best intentions. And I believe that. I do believe that. I really do. I'm sure I can say, I'm sure I can say this for everyone who is involved in this difficult search. So he is sitting here saying, hey, there's been a lot of unfair criticism towards himself and his team due to the confusion between the search they were conducting and an underwater search team, or an underwater search that does not use sonar equipment. He added the police teams were searching the river for 3 weeks and did not make a discovery. And that is true. Let's just say this really quick. Again, these remains that were found, which will most likely be Nicola, all right, those were actually found by a civilian. They weren't even found by police. Okay? Wasn't found by SGI either, though. I will say that too. So there is something that is very, it's unfortunate. Okay? This whole thing is a very unfortunate series of events. This is a very tragic situation. All right? You have a mother of two that is no longer allegedly, if this body that was found is actually hers, which is most likely is, we have a mother of two that will no longer be here to be the mother of these two young girls. That's the part that's the saddest, right? What's also really sad is not only did not only can you put blame or point blame or judgmental eyes towards SGI, you could also do the same towards 50, towards the police. They did drop the ball on this in this situation as well. There were opportunities for them to actually go through, comb through the area again, especially where she was last seen, a mile out at least. And maybe if they did more work, more due diligence in searching for her in those areas, maybe these burning questions would have been answered. Or maybe the remains that are there, would have just been found. Whether it is her or not, they would have just been found. Now, the other thing, though, is one thing that keeps bringing a question that keeps popping up for a lot of people is, did she just fall in? What actually happened to her, right? Now, there's a lot of people that are speculating that, and myself too, I think she just slipped, hit her head, went unconscious, and was unable to get herself out of the water, if you get my drift. All right. And of course, was succumbed by the water and the strength of the current, maybe at that time. I don't know. But there's other people who are sitting here thinking that maybe her remains were placed in the river later, you see, during I don't know, during the time of this search. I don't know how anyone would be able to bring remains into that place and then leave it there, especially when there's heavy police activity and so many eyeballs on that river to begin with. So that part doesn't, I'm not really feeling on that part, okay? But it does make you wonder, how did they oversee this situation? Okay. And yes, I do think it's unfair to point all the blame on this search team. All right. It's not right, because it's everyone. It was a collective effort. It was a collective amount of focus and energy on this. It was not only just SGI. By the way, SGI was only there for 3-4 days, and then they packed up their stuff and left. 50 has been there for weeks, and they still did not find this mother of two. Mind you, they also had divers out there as well. They still didn't find this 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 body, which is still absolutely crazy to me. So I get it. All right. As far as the sonar and all that, it can only penetrate and can only detect what it can detect. There's only so much you can do with the equipment, and I can see that part. I think what was very frustrating and shocking for a lot of people was how they just packed up their stuff and left. So optically, just on optics, it was a bad look on SGI. The fact that this young woman was found now, it makes SGI, this group, look bad, because it was within a mile of where she was last seen alive. So that is something that I feel, with this explanation, it does explain a little bit more, but I feel like it's not going to really settle for a lot of people. I feel that there's going to be a lot of people that are still going to be upset no matter what. And also, again, this is a collective effort. Okay, I'm just going to say that this is a collective effort. There were police divers in those waters. He even said those areas were not on me or on my team. Those areas were supposed to be combed through by local police and the divers that they had themselves. And maybe that's just one spot they overlooked. Accidents do happen, mistakes do happen, but a mile away from where she was last seen is pretty mind blowing to me. Again, if they had gone through with a fine tooth comb, both with SGI or just with police or together, doesn't matter. If they just went through that and slowly combed through the areas properly, maybe maybe this story and this case would have been wrapped 2 weeks before. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. I mean, the thing is I don't think it's fair to automatically put everything, all the blame on SGI. It's not. It's not their fault, okay? Things do happen. Accidents and situations do happen. It is very strange, though, that they chucked up the deuces, and then a few weeks later, she's found not even a mile from where she was last seen. That, to me, is a bad look. Unlucky situation for Peter Falding, and bad also for police as well. Because again, who found these remains? It wasn't police, and it definitely for sure wasn't the SGI. It was a civilian. So I think focus should be on the lack thereof on both parties. And that's really it. So comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Don't forget to hit that like button down below and most definitely crush that subscribe button. It'd be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, it's time to get going. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys in the next video. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.
Pascal, you are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild.